Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second and 12, Ta'amu looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ward. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play's called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go, D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Teammate.
The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Watch inside. Safety screen.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8. Eighth play of the drive.
Brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Deuce.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the 2nd and 7. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Sanders. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Young Trent is here, baby.
second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
From the 40 now on second down. Tamu. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
A gain of 12.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
30. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check.
Hey, team 6.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready? Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass.
He'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Here we go. Set. 60 out block. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ward. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet, man, because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd and long.
Set. Ready. Get empty. Play. Watch the run. Watch the run. Ready, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 88. 54 is Mike. 54 is Hey, Wahoo! 54.
Now Rodgers. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. First down, a run with Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
No. 158. Mike, 47. You must be dreaming. 50. 47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check. 47.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, open man is Samuel, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Cohen on the toss. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They try again with Cohen. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. This is Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 base, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ta'amu, and he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Next to score, Eagles 21, Packers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now back to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. First throw now for the backup Wentz. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First down, Philadelphia.
Come on, set. 10 Lobos.
58, right there. Rip right, rip right.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's coming in motion. Hey.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Rodgers now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wentz to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing his Wentz. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. To throw is Wentz. Complete. Richardson has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Jump out! Under 10, 10. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with a big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Samuel. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try to counter here, Cohen, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. No gain on the play there, second down.
2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 45-yard line.
158. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
That's good.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well.
There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you.